The point is, don't even get me started on, a man can be a woman and, the trans thing and everything's racist and all of the shit the left comes out with. It's like, no, I know you think you're the voice of the unheard or whatever. And it's like, you've just dominated the media and pounded us over the head with your ideas while claiming that no one's heard your ideas enough. And it's like, no, we've heard it more than enough. We're done. We've heard you. We've heard you. All we've done is hear you. It's so funny because in England, they do the exact same thing that they do in America, where it's left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing. Everything must be left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing. All day, every day in your face. But you actually get people in England complaining that the media is too right wing. Because there's, some people dare to have like right-wing radio stations or the odd internet show or panel or something. And it's like the right-wing media is brainwashing people with propaganda. Because I don't think that the mainstream media that they're looking at is propaganda. They don't even notice that it's left-wing. It's like there's an old Chinese proverb. It says something like, I can't remember the exact words, but it's something like, if you want to know what the water's like, don't ask the fish. Because a fish has no point of reference. It doesn't even know it's in water. A fish can't describe wetness to you. It just thinks it's floating around that's its world. That's just what it is. And that's what a lefty is like with the in the bubble. They're in the bubble. They think that's the world. And if they see something that's not from that world, they go, oh my God, it's propaganda. They don't realise they're living and breathing propaganda all day. Left-wing propaganda. And they think that everything's too right-wing. They did the exact same thing that they do in America, where they treat right-wingers like they're these weird little minority group of fringe, extreme weirdos, while at the same time complaining that there's this massive right-wing that's leering over them and they can't escape it. And it's like, no, that's the illusion you've tried to create with your side. Pumping out left-wing propaganda through every single channel in every direction. School, Hollywood, the news, everything's left-wing. Every fucking comedy show and sitcom and every TV show. It's not designed to convince you of anything. It's designed to make everyone feel like the left-wing are the majority. And you're the odd one out if you don't go along with it. But it's an illusion. If it wasn't an illusion, if your voice was really the popular voice and that really was how everyone thinks, and these are the modern day, these are the times, and this is just how everyone thinks and everyone's left wing, then you wouldn't need to censor people. You wouldn't need to ban anyone. Those people would just die on their feet. No one would pay attention to them. And you wouldn't have to complain about how popular the alternative media is getting, would you? But it's impossible to get through to you. You're in the bubble. We can't get you out. We can't get the fish out of water. You can't tell a fish to get out of water. You don't even know you're in water. We've tried everything. We've tried for years. We can't bring anything to you and go, hey, look at this. We just get banned. We just get deleted. We just get squeezed out. And we're sick of that. We're done with that. We're not even trying anymore. We're moving on without you. We're not standing around debating you anymore. We're not going to argue with you anymore. We're just moving on without you. And this is happening in England. It's already happened in America. They're just going forth with Trump. We're creating our own alternative media. We don't care. You've obviously got the gatekeeper thing so locked down with your left-wing bubble mainstream media. We're just creating our own media. We don't care about you anymore. Moving on without you. You're basically debating yourselves now. We're not talking to you. We know that you're not listening. We know that you don't get it. You love your bubble. You want the whole world to be your bubble. No, your bubble is shrinking. And we're leaving you behind. And this is going to happen in England with Nigel Farage and Reform and all of this. Oh, by the way, in England, now we have the left-wing government that you always wanted. And look at it. look at it. Yeah, so we're not debating you anymore. We're just going to move on without you. We're just going to leave you behind, and you can just be confused and not know what's going on and think the sky is falling because you're still listening to the same fucking bullshit. And that's your problem. All I want to hear is the right wing debate with the far right. We're going to make the current right wing the left wing. Further to the right will now be the centre, and really far right will be right wing. What you know as yourselves to be left wing, you thought that you were just a normal person in your bubble, didn't you? No, you're actually far left. We're not listening to you anymore. We've already heard you. We've had all of your ideas out on the table, and it's a complete mess. So it's just off the table now. Because like I said, the far right extremists might be extreme. They might be a bit too far right. But they still manage to make good points. You don't. You're just slowing everyone down. You're a waste of time. So we're moving on without you. And you can just keep screaming about how scary it is and, oh my God, it's so far right. Oh my God, we're going to be taken over by Nazis. No, we're just going to listen to the far right because, like I said, they say a lot of extreme shit, but they also make a lot of good points. Maybe you should think about making some good points for once in your life. And then you're back in the conversation. But we're not going to censor you and silence you like you did to us. We're just going to laugh at you. You go, oh my God, are you still going on about that crap? Don't realise we've moved on. All of your left-wing shit was like an experiment. It was like you went, hey guys, is anyone interested in this? And normal, sensible, intelligent people were like, no, none of your ideas seem to make any sense. Even the ones that sort of make sense, each idea contradicts the next and you sound insane. Sorry, we're not going to go for any of your left-wing crazy shit. And then you lefties are like, no, you're just racist. No, you're just horrible people. No, no one's listening to us. I know. We'll take over the mainstream media, we'll take over the education system, and we'll pump out propaganda through Hollywood all day, every day. And then anyone else that tries to join in, we'll ban them. So it's just us. So then it's not, hey guys, are you interested in our ideas? It's, these are the ideas. Move with the times. This is the modern day way of thinking. Did you not know? Have you not been keeping up? You will keep up, or we will delete your account. We will censor you from speaking and then deny that we are censoring anyone and make you sound crazy and no one can hear you anyway because we censored you. Ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. Aren't we clever? Everything is left wing. There is only a left wing. There is no such thing as too far left. There are left-wing people, and then there are bad people, and bad people must be dismissed. And it's like, no, everyone's just, like I said earlier, about when there's a bar fight, and you just sort of watch and go, oh, is anyone else going to stop that? Loads of people have been like, what the fuck is this shit? And they've just been hoping that someone stops it. Turns out it's not that easy to stop you because you're in charge of everything, even when you're not in charge. So we've just slowly started making our own thing outside of you, and our thing has got bigger than your thing. And we're going to make you irrelevant. Like I said, your bubble is shrinking. Now it's more like this. It's like, this is the modern day way of thinking. You will keep up, or we will censor you. We will take away your right to speak. And we're like, yeah, you can censor me on your fucking bullshit platform. We're out here now. We're doing our own thing in the alternative media. There are left-wing people, and then there are bad people, and the bad people must be dismissed. What do you mean, be dismissed? You can't dismiss us. We're abandoning you. We've left you behind. Like, you can't dismiss us. What are you talking about? You know, this entire time I've been talking about an illusion that you've been trying to create, that this is how everyone thinks and this is the norm and anyone outside of this is a total freak. Yeah, no, we don't need an illusion. This is real. What you call the crazy right wing is actually what most normal people think is sensible. And you're the crazy freaks. This is coming to light now. Like, normal people who weren't really paying attention to stuff are starting to see this now. That's where we're at. Slowly, we're moving into that direction, inch by inch, step by step. That's where we're going, whether you like it or not. And the danger here, though, the bad thing is the left-wing mainstream media bubble and the people that are really powerful, even though they're not in power. Well, in England, they actually are in power. In England, we've got the Labour government, and they're actually arresting people for saying things on Twitter. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. And, you know, like in COVID, when we were warning you that the vaccine passports was actually an attempt, and, you know, getting rid of cash, and we were warning you about the digital ID thing. Well, Keir Starmer's just going to do it even without a virus. We don't even need COVID anymore. We just got the left-wing Labour government in charge, and you're just going to have digital ID. We're going that way. Nope. We are rejecting your ass. This is what we're doing. And it's only a matter of time before the far-right extreme... You know, I've just mentioned the real far-right, but sometimes when I say far-right, I just mean, you know, the sarcastic version. You know, the lefties call you far-right extreme when you're not. You're just not far-left, so you're far-right. So when I say the far-right are going to take over in England, it's not really the far-right. Don't worry about it. Stop worrying about it. But yeah, as I was saying, the danger here is the left-wing mainstream bubble isn't just going to disappear. It's not going to go easily. It's not going to... With what power they still have, they are in their death throes at the moment, right now, and they're desperate now. Because they're all cocky when they've got everything under control and they can just ban you from everywhere. But now that there's an alternative media, and now that lots and lots of people are leaving the left-wing bubble, the left-wing news shows on the mainstream have got the lowest viewership they've ever had. No one's watching you anymore. No one's listening anymore. If you're still listening to them, you're in such a small minority, you have no idea. This is what I mean when I say we're leaving you behind. We're just moving on without you. So they're getting so desperate now, it's dangerous. And this is why all you're hearing from the mainstream media now is just like, watch out, the far right is going to come and kill you. They're just evil and they're full of hate and they're just going to come and kill you now. And with Trump, it's like, oh, Trump's trying to take away your freedom of speech and he's trying to go after his political opponents when his political opponents did nothing but go after him. Did you notice that he was in court like 1 million times but never went to prison because they couldn't prove a crime? So why was he in court all of those times? You don't see this, do you? If I lived across the road from you and then I just keep calling the police on your house and going, I've heard screams from number 27. Yeah, I think there's like a murder going on in there or something. And then the police show up and they go, what's going on? And it turns out it was nothing. And then the next day I call the police again and go, yeah, it's number 27. I've heard a load of smashing and banging in there and screaming and I don't know, there's something going on in there. And then the police show up and it turns out to be nothing. And I just keep doing this. I mean, really, there was no screams. There's no smashing and banging going on from your house. But the rest of the neighbours, they just keep seeing police cars outside your house every day. And they're like, ooh, number 27, some dodgy people that live there. Yeah. They've always got the police around their house. When really, I'm the one that's actually committing the crime. I shouldn't be calling the police when there's no reason to, but I'm just making shit up. And it's like, you know, you see Trump getting dragged into court every 5 seconds, and you don't seem to notice that he never actually gets charged with anything of any significance. You see it as, oh, he got away with it again. They took him to court, but they couldn't pin him because he's so slippery. He's so schneid. And it's like, no, they're just raking him over the coals because they hate him and they need to stop him. And then when he gets in power, it's like, yeah, some of you bastards that went after me, turns out a lot of you actually have committed crimes. Might want to do something about it. Oh my God, he's a tyrant. Oh my God, he's a dictator. Oh my God. And they keep coming out with this fucking thing that he's never going to leave office and he's planning his 3rd term. And it's like, what are you talking about? What are you actually referring to? Like every time someone from the right gets elected, the left do nothing but try and tear them down and try and have them removed and try and destroy everything in their country, while saying that they're the defenders of democracy. And their criticism of the guy is that he doesn't want to let go of power. Oh, really? So how come you want all of this power even when you weren't elected? Oh, that's strange. It's like, you have to give us eternal power, otherwise someone else might come along and get power and never let go of it. It's like, but isn't that just you not wanting to let go of power? It's fucking unreal. It's like Trump's got ICE agents on the street and he's just rounding people up. And he's just taking them away. And it's like, no, he's enforcing the law that you didn't enforce. Because you love your illegal immigrants. And you love it when they vote. There's another joke that I wrote, which is lefties now are basically saying, oh my God, it's a police state. It's tyranny. These days, every time I break the law, I get arrested. Yeah, that was actually what was supposed to happen. Do you hear yourself? You just admitted that you broke the law. That's what's supposed to happen. The bad thing is when you get in trouble for not actually breaking the law. And you're not actually doing anything against the rules. But for some reason, there's some weird group that have made up their own rules that aren't in power that are just coming after you. That's the bad bit. When you get in trouble for breaking the law, that just means you have good law enforcement, doesn't it? That means you have safer streets. Because everyone kind of wants to be a criminal, and it's like, cool. It's cool to break the law. You've got a renegade. Do what I want. Fuck the police. But you say fuck the police, but if there was actually no police, and you don't really want other criminals. It's cool when you're a criminal, but you don't want other criminals running rampant around your neighbourhood, do you? And you can't sleep at night because you don't know if someone's going to fucking break into your house. And you can't leave the house late at night because someone's going to rape you or beat the shit out of you or kill you. Yeah, you don't actually think criminals are cool. Grow up, for fuck's sake. So all you're going to hear on the mainstream news now is just mass fear porn, super aggressive propaganda, basically trying to amp you up and trying to get you to riot and trying to get you to go crazy against the evil, tyrannical right-wing government or Trump or the far-right extremists that are rising just because they dared to have their own media and not listen to you anymore. There is a serious attempt by the mainstream media at the moment to provoke violence. It's like the trick they do with Donald Trump. They did it in his last term with Black Lives Matter, and they're doing it again now with the anti-ICE, anti-immigration law thing, where the left-wing politicians and the left-wing news channels just encourage people to go completely crazy and riot while Trump is president. And then they go, and when you get this chaos in the streets, they just go, ha, look at Trump's America. It's a shit show. Look at it. It's a war zone. Because it makes him look like he doesn't know how to run a country. And then if Trump comes down on those people, on those riots, and tries to control it, then they get to say, look at him, he's a tyrant. Look at him, he's a dictator. He doesn't want you to protest him, he's just going to come and arrest you. So it doesn't matter what he does. If he just sits there and lets you go crazy, then that means his country that he's in charge of is chaos. And if he tries to control the chaos, then he's a dictator and he won't let you, he's the one taking away your free speech. But like I said, it's different this time. People are just moving on without you, they're not listening to you. And we know that you're going to go extra crazy. And there might be false flags where they try and fake an incident and try and make it look like someone was attacked by right-wingers or something. But we're not falling for it. Like I said, we're just moving on without you.